Hi, Billy Funk here with the K-Way University. If you've ever studied network marketing, or let's say some of the best speakers in the past, you would find a guy by the name of Zig Ziglar. And one of his famous quotes is, "It's the aptitude of your attitude that determines your altitude." And if you live your life by that, well, you'll reach some pretty high heights. Because inside of that statement is a vast amount of truth. I like to say the access to awesome is in your attitude. If you really think about daily life, and this relates to network marketing on many levels, so stay with me here. When somebody approaches you and says something to you about what you're doing, or says something to you that's in any negative limelight, the only thing that you can do is control your attitude in that situation. If somebody made you look foolish, if somebody said something to you that was derogatory, whenever there's negativity around you, remember, that's not you, that's other people. What happens a lot of times is most people, they react to that negativity, which is a negative attitude. And they roll with the tides and they simply mirror that other person. If you want to be an awesome network marketer, you have to have an awesome attitude. It's impossible for you to succeed inside of this business, inside of Canaway, without having an awesome attitude, without having a positive attitude. That's the most important. Because every day, each and every one of us goes through trials and tribulations. There's obstacles, there's roadblocks, there's always going to be potholes in the road. Now, do we yell at those potholes and get mad about the environment and the circumstances that are around us? Or do we believe in ourselves and where we're going and maintain and hold that attitude? If you continue to have a positive attitude, you'll continue to pull positive people in your life. And prospecting will be a whole lot easier. I mean, have you ever heard somebody say, "I love hanging out with negative people"? It really, really makes my day when I surround myself with negative people. No, nobody says that because it's the exact opposite of what people really want and hope and believe. Everybody wants to be around people that are positive. Everybody in their inner core wants to hang out and surround themselves with positive people. And in order to be positive, you have to have a great attitude. And so whenever somebody says no to you, just know that they're not saying no to you. They're really saying no to yourself. And brush it off your shoulder. Keep a great attitude because people can tell what you're feeling because the energy that you give off. And so if somebody says no to you or somebody, I don't know, maybe accidentally rear ends you, something happens in your life that you couldn't control, well, you couldn't control it. So what? Move on. But always maintain that positive attitude because the glass is either half full or it's half empty. There's not a successful network marketer that believes that glass is half empty. They all think that it's half full. And if you want to treat this as a business, if you want to become a professional inside of this industry, you always have to find the positive in any situation because there is always and in all ways a positive inside of every moment, inside of every circumstance, and inside of every single event. Sometimes it takes a little while for you to find out what that positivity is and what the lesson to be learned was. Because I remember when I first heard this, how truthful it made me feel. That failure is actually fantastic as long as you don't lose the lesson. All our past mistakes can be our greatest lessons to success. And if you maintain that positive attitude, well, you'll gain some ground towards success. I didn't know where to end. I don't even know. All right.